Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Hey everyone, we're just hours away from seeing the cars hit the track in the early hours of the morning, and as always, we've got all the latest updates to keep you in the loop. Today, we're diving into the latest developments surrounding Brazilian driver Gabriel Bordalo and the issues his car faced during the first race of the season. But before we get into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing, especially during this action-packed race weekend. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps support our work. Also, let us know in the comments what your expectations are for Bordalo's second race in Formula One. Do you think he can turn things around in the sprint race or the main event this weekend? Now, let's talk about the problems Bordalo's car experienced in the last race. It's been a hot topic of discussion, with various theories emerging to explain the incident that led to his retirement. One of the most talked about moments is a video that appears to show the rear suspension of his car failing even before he hit the wall. While Bordalo himself has admitted that his retirement was likely due to a mistake on his part, pushing the car beyond its limits in an attempt to recover from an early disadvantage. There's more to the story. Some footage also revealed that his teammate, Nico Hülkenberg, made contact with Bordalo's rear wheel at the start of the race. This has led to speculation that the collision might have caused or exacerbated the issues with both the suspension and the brakes. After all, Formula One cars are incredibly sensitive machines, and even the slightest damage can have a ripple effect on multiple systems. During the press conference ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix, Bordalo was questioned about these problems. He revealed that he had been complaining about brake issues over the radio from the very beginning of the race. He also mentioned that there were other problems during the race, some of which involved the suspension. However, he chose not to go into detail about what exactly went wrong. When asked about the contact with Hülkenberg, Bordalo admitted that he didn't even feel the impact at the time and only became aware of it after seeing the footage. He downplayed the incident, calling it a normal racing occurrence. As for whether the contact caused any damage to the suspension or brakes, Bordalo said that's still under investigation. It's one of the theories the team is currently exploring. Additionally, the team is looking into whether the brake issues and the broken suspension played a role in the mistake that led to his retirement, or if it was purely driver error. A more definitive answer is expected soon, but for now, it's clear that Bordalo and his team have a lot to figure out before the next race. This weekend's sprint race format could be an opportunity for Bordalo to redeem himself. With shorter races and less room for error, he'll need to be at the top of his game to make an impact. The pressure is on, not just for him, but for the entire team, as they work to ensure that the car is in optimal condition and that any lingering issues from the previous race are resolved. So what do you think? Can Bordalo bounce back from a tough start to the season? Do you believe the issues with his car were purely mechanical, or did the contact with Hülkenberg play a significant role? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned for all the latest updates as we bring you live coverage and analysis throughout the race weekend. The excitement is building as we dive into the second day of this thrilling Formula One weekend. With Lewis Hamilton securing pole position for the sprint race, Ferrari fans have every reason to be on the edge of their seats. Hamilton's performance in qualifying has set the stage for what promises to be an electrifying sprint race, and all eyes are on whether Ferrari can capitalize on this momentum. But Hamilton isn't the only one making waves. Gabriel Bordalo has once again outperformed his teammate, securing a spot in Q2 earlier today. His consistent progress is turning heads, and he's quickly becoming one to watch in the motorsport world. The action-packed schedule continues with the sprint race kicking off at midnight tonight, transitioning from Friday to Saturday. This shorter race, lasting around 30 to 40 minutes, serves as a warm-up for the main event on Sunday, while also offering drivers the chance to score valuable points. The weather forecast predicts a dry track, which means we can expect fierce battles and optimal racing conditions. Following the sprint race, the excitement doesn't stop. Qualifying for the main Grand Prix on Sunday is set to take place at 4 a.m. With no rain in sight, the stage is perfectly set for drivers to push their limits and fight for pole position. For those planning to tune in, the live broadcast of the sprint race will be available, and shortly after, the qualifying session will follow. If you can't catch the action live, don't worry. We've got you covered with comprehensive recaps that will be posted on our channel shortly after each session. These recaps will ensure you stay up to date with all the key moments, highlights, and results, so you won't miss a beat. As we gear up for these adrenaline-fueled sessions, we invite you to join the conversation. Are you planning to stay up late to watch the sprint race and qualifying live, or will you catch up with the recaps the next day? Let us know in the comments. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay informed about all the latest updates, including race timings, weather forecasts, and where to watch. Your support means the world to us, especially as we burn the midnight oil to bring you the best coverage. A simple like on this video goes a long way in helping us continue delivering top-notch content. Now it's time for some predictions. Who do you think will take the win in the sprint race? And who will clinch pole position for Sunday's main event? Will Hamilton maintain his dominance? Or will we see a surprise performance from another driver? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. This weekend is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, with high stakes, intense rivalries, and plenty of drama on and off the track. Whether you're a diehard Ferrari fan, rooting for the rising stars like Bordalo, or simply here for the thrill of Formula One, there's something for everyone. So, grab your snacks, settle in, and get ready for a weekend packed with speed, strategy, and unforgettable moments. Let's race. The 2025 Formula One season is well underway, and one of the most talked about topics so far has been the performance of Lawson, the Red Bull driver who was expected to make a significant impact this year. However, the reality has been far from ideal. Lawson's results have been disappointing, with consistently poor finishes that have left fans and analysts questioning his future with the team. In the Australian Grand Prix, he ended up in 18th place, and during the qualifying sessions for the Chinese Grand Prix, he found himself at the very bottom of the grid. This is a far cry from the expectations set for him, especially considering the high hopes that he would perform closer to Max Verstappen than Sergio Perez. After all, Red Bull's ambitions for the Constructors' Championship rely heavily on having both drivers deliver strong performances. As you share your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to check if you're subscribed to the channel. If not, hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest news and updates from this race weekend. And if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It goes a long way in supporting our work. Now, let's dive deeper into Lawson's situation. This string of poor results marks one of the worst starts in Red Bull's history, and it hasn't gone unnoticed within the team. Rumors are already circulating that Lawson could be replaced sooner rather than later. Unlike Perez, who has some leverage within the team, Lawson doesn't have much to fall back on if his performances don't improve. Red Bull is known for its ruthless approach to underperformance, and they're unlikely to wait until the end of the season to make a decision if things don't turn around. Fortunately for Lawson, it seems he's safe for now, at least until after the Chinese Grand Prix. However, according to reports from the race, Red Bull has given him until the Japanese Grand Prix, which takes place in 2 weeks, to show significant improvement. If he fails to deliver, the team may consider replacing him early in the season. When asked about his struggles, Lawson has pointed to difficulties in getting the car into its optimal performance window. He admits that he's unsure if he'll ever be able to achieve this, especially given the limited time he has to adapt and improve. He also highlighted the stark contrast between his performance and Verstappen's, who, despite facing his own challenges, has managed to consistently compete at the front of the grid. Lawson believes that if one driver can perform at such a high level, the other should be able to as well, but so far, that hasn't been the case. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has tried to downplay the situation, stating that the team is analyzing what's gone wrong and will work on improvements for the upcoming races. However, he has remained tight-lipped about the possibility of Lawson being replaced. On the other hand, Helmut Marko, Red Bull's motorsport consultant and one of the key figures behind Lawson's promotion, has been more direct. Marko attributed Lawson's struggles to tire warm-up issues, noting that Verstappen was able to get his tires into the ideal operating window during the warm-up laps, while Lawson failed to do so. When asked about potential changes, Marko was blunt, emphasizing that Formula One is a results-driven sport. If the results don't come, the team will have no choice but to look for a driver who can deliver. Marco also pointed to the impressive performance of Isaac Hadjar, the rookie driver for Racing Bull, who managed to qualify in 7th place despite his lack of experience on the track. Hadjar's success, according to Marco, proves that inexperience isn't an excuse for poor performance, further putting the pressure on Lawson to step up. As we look ahead to the race this weekend and the upcoming Japanese Grand Prix, all eyes will be on Lawson. These next 2 races could be make or break for his career at Red Bull. If he fails to deliver, we could see immediate changes within the team. So what do you think? Is Red Bull justified in considering a replacement for Lawson so early in the season? And if Lawson is let go, who should take his place? Should it be Yuki Tsunoda, Isaac Hadjar, or perhaps someone outside of the Red Bull Academy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This season is proving to be a high-stakes game for Lawson, and the pressure is mounting. Red Bull's reputation for nurturing talent is on the line, and they won't hesitate to make tough decisions if necessary. As fans, we can only wait and see how this drama unfolds. Will Lawson rise to the occasion and silence his critics? Or will this be the end of his journey with one of Formula One's most dominant teams? Stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates and insights from the world of Formula One. Let's see what the next few races have in store.